I think it's high time we all just put this religion of something aside and see how to save our lives first, because it's only those that are alive that will go to church. It's only those that are alive that will go to the synagogue, and it's only those that are alive that will go to the gathering of Umuona's meeting. So it's high time we leave this religion of a thing and face the danger, the threat that is facing us. I just want to say thank you once more, our sister, and I would like you to stay on the mic if you have any further submission to make as we move the mic. When you see Biafra, I can see your hands up, but you have to wait for yeah, please just wait. Let's bring up Kevin Bobo Precious. Kevin Bobo Precious, are you there? Can you take the mic and make your submission?
Happy Sunday, everyone. Oh, yeah, hey, Biafra. I appreciate everyone here. I thank you, my brother, the one that hosted the space. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're coming out. Go on. We can hear you. Go on.
Okay. So
yeah, please, Mr. Sorry, wait, Kevin. Mr. Please, can you mute yourself? It's like your mic is off. So mute yourself so we can be able to hear what Kevin.
Mastrel is on mute. She's muted.
Okay, she's showing unmuted.
I think it's from Kelvin's background. The noise that is coming.
Okay.
Kelvin, you can go on.
Come back if so.
All right.
Is disturbing this one.
Yeah. So go on, Toti.
All right. When you see Biafra, your hand was up before. Okay, can you take the mic now and then give us what you have?
Yeah, Toti. Actually, I wanted to emphasize on one thing my sister Mistra said. Based on if everyone can pick up a gun, a fire to defend their home. You see, yes, that is what I wish for. But if our brothers over there, can come to an alliance with us, because what this country wants, as the Biafrans are hitting, they're doing the same. And then our brothers who are the Hausas, the Muslims, who are there, are also who are crying that they don't want the Sharia, can also pick up their hands, and then will make the country unsuitable, unbearable for everybody. You see, no matter, the truth is this: one man must die, people must die, and people also will be born, even in the midst of war. In Somalia war, many died, many were given birth to on that day of war. People were coming out, people were going out. That is the word. That's how God has made it possible. That there are time for everything, time for seasons, for war, seasons to be given birth to, seasons to destroy what has been built, seasons to be rebuild things, and the earlier the people understand this place, the better for us, because that is the only way you can get a good thing. Even God in heaven, when you see that we begin to become useless or become unreasonable, he looks for a way to remove certain things. I can remember a portion in the Bible. I think that should be in the Psalm 14. It says, "The Lord sit on the heavens and watch unto this earth to know if there are any who understands him, who seems to reason, who seems to, clarify and know what is rightful or right things to do." But he sees there are none. So he laughs at his throne and looked at these fools. We are fools on this earth who don't want to save themselves, who don't want to see the truth and call the truth, who don't want to tell themselves the exact truth. And bunch of men and women are there, lamenting, "Hey, God, come and help us. God, come and fight for us. Donald Trump, come and do this for us. Papa, come and do this." Even when they can stand for themselves, I say, no, nobody wants to die, but everybody wants to be happy. Everybody wants to drive good cars. Everyone want to live in a good house, but no man want to fight for what is good. You see, until some men who are like us, who are ready to die for what we know, because not for only those people we are fighting for our own unborn children, for our own selves. Because if by the time we fight it and get it well, you see these idiots will come back and say they'll be glorifying this as if they knew what took place. You see, we all know these things. But I believe as we are talking here, and we, just like the Biafrans, we are talking and we are trying to contribute to do the needful for ourselves. There are people who are also saying, leave these people. For how long they have been contributing, what has been coming out. Tomorrow, if it becomes better, you see, there will be the people coming out in the front line to begin to celebrate it more than we who have fought for it. Many as that, but that will not stop. And that is why we want people to wake up. You see, we don't need 1 million to revolt this country. We don't need, because the international body, like you said, they're having trouble of their own. They're having problem of their own. That is why the need for people to go back to their ancestral homes. It is this generation, this 2025, that countries need to wake up. Look at the immigrants. Send them back to their homes. We don't fucking care how many people you send back to their countries to go back to them and make their home better, make their land better, make themselves useful. These people have resources, good resources. God has blessed their lands. They have oil, they have mineral resources, they have everything they need to develop their homeland. But they leave it and run away because of useless, bad governance, stupid men and women who want to carry this world alone, who one day certainly will die. And then what do you need to do? Rise up, fight the war, say no to it. And the beginning, the earlier we do this, the better for us in the next 2026, because it will get worse, never get better. It can never. The truth is, can never. Any man of God who told you, any spiritualist who tell you that tomorrow it will be better, the God is going to make it good tomorrow, tell that person he must be the most useless and the most stupid somebody on this earth. The more we wake up in the morning, the worse it becomes. Because I'm telling you the truth, no man will want to sit down here and see you get it back. I see these people who are on top, they don't want to release it. They can't release it for you. They can't leave that seat for you. Mind the word. Tinubu is governor for 20 second tenure. He can't release it for you. Do you think Tinubu is going to give it for him? I was telling one idiot in Biafra, I said, cry as you can, pray as you can, preach as you can. Tinubu is going to go for second tenure. Don't take it away from it. Cannot be taken away from you. So the best thing for you to do is to fight for yourself and fight for your freedom. Allow him fight for those who want him to be for them. That is it. He said, as I've told you the truth, let your bishop tell you that God told him he must be the most useless bishop of this world. You see, by the time Tinubu will fly out, all of them will campaign for him. So who God told them? See, the truth is this. Everybody need to wake up from their land. Not for us to come and call one governor or one president to come and assist us. It's for us to carry guns. Let it begin to round. Let it begin to sound. By the time it begin to sound, the country will be on chaos. And the international body, let me tell you the truth, they want to know what's happening in your homeland. Then salvation will come. But because they know that you are a fool, that every black man is a stupid man, a fool, who doesn't want to die, but they want to eat good things. And so they will keep looking at you to do what is needful. What is needful? They want you to strike a war, make the governance ungovernable, make the land unbearable, make people wake up, let people begin to run from helter-skelter. Then the international body will come. You hear, so Somalia will do this, you will be saying, there's people are going there because Somalia is creating war for themselves. They are tired of it. They don't only carry black ass, they throw bombs, they throw it, the young boys they kill army in front of the people, video it, and it keep happening for 2-3 days. I'm telling you, the international body want to know what is happening in this country. This bunch of fools who come every day, they see them talking nonsense. We are careless of it. That is what we want. We want men that will come and say, we need to stand these things, not men that will sabotage this journey, not men that will betray themselves. We have one real men. We don't need to come together here to say, okay, let's start it. Start it in your homeland. I'm telling you the truth. You will hear that Biafra will start their own the next week. And then if someone in Kaduna and Katsina can begin it, you will hear that in Otutuwa. There are men waiting for somewhere to hear crisis. But you see, when Biafrans keep doing that alone, and you sit down in Otutuwa, and you sit down in Kaduna and say, you're killing yourself. You're killing yourself. Who cares? You will remain where you are. And these people will take over your land. And that is why we want people to understand this. Yes, the Biafrans are so good in that. They defend themselves. They will always defend themselves. Even in the midst of death, they will be the one to defend themselves. But if other brothers of us who are in this country can do the needful when they are hearing Biafrans are killing those useless uniform men, and they do that also in Oduduwaland, do it also in Kaduna, you see there will be chaos everywhere. And then you see them will begin to bring them down every week. Let it be that in a week, there is a chaos in the whole Nigeria and Biafra land. Something good might take place. I'm telling you the gospel truth. Close the churches, stop that, sit at home for a good 1 week. In the whole Biafra, in the whole Nigeria, in the whole Kaduna, the country will say, what is happening? Sit at home. Who is doing this? Let us remove Biafra as a case study to people now. If Biafra can do theirs for just one day, it becomes a chaos. We can also do that in the whole country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mazi Onyisi, for that submission. And I saw Maestro
You will come and
hand
say
up
it
a
in
while
our
ago. I don't know
platform,
if you wanted to say
but
one or
she
two
will not
things,
say it.
Oh yeah,
but I
I
have a
wanted to add
question.
to what he was
Let us
saying
start
that
from
even
the
right
balance.
now they're already propping Tinubu's son to be governor of Lagos State. So definitely he has no plans to leave. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's very, very correct. They're already trying to, set a head start for the son of Tinubu. I've forgotten that his name, but I've been seeing some things that he fits as governor, blah blah blah. Like these people are really, really
His name is Sheyi Tinubu. Yeah, Sheyi.
exactly Sheyi Tinubu, the guy that wears millions of naira wristwatch. So all of all those things we are seeing it, and for me, I don't know. I have a question for Master, and it is this man. I think the reason why they were taking Fasoranti, I think his name is Fasoranti, the man they had to send to prison some months back because of some things that they said they just fabricated a lie. But one of the things he said then that I feel like is one of the main reasons they had to take him behind bars was because he mentioned for Yorubas to start sitting at home, to adopt the sit at home for the Biafrans do in Biafra land. I feel this was one of the reasons. Do you think it was the same, Mastro?
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. I've said it one time before that if we want to actually dismantle the government, the first thing we need to start doing is to stop paying taxes. All this money that they say they are sharing cars, they are doing this, they are doing that. By the time we all stop paying taxes, they cannot arrest everybody and you cannot kill everybody. And if you want to kill everybody, let's see who you govern. Maybe you turn your children to the slaves. So if we all start yes, I agree with the sit-at-home thing, and I believe that's why they would have pulled him out. But also, usually, government will pull people out when they believe they are getting to have influence. So the problem is that when the government cuts your influence, what do? Have you inspired people enough to continue another section of that influence? So at some point, we really, really, really have to tackle the government. If it is the money that they are making that not make them see what's going on, maybe we should stop paying taxes. Maybe we should start setting up roadblocks. Maybe if that's the problem in Biafra land, maybe the roadblocks should start. Let people not be able to go to work. Let people start getting fired. It seems we are so much at peace, or we give them the illusion of peace. And I think I agree that the immigration actually just makes it easy for you to be like, man, I'm done with this. Let me carry my bag and move. And then when you move there, thank God, those other countries are now complaining. I'm not saying it's fair for everybody to be deported, but at some point, we really need to I think if you have a safe place to run to, then you will not be bothered about that. When you realize there's nowhere to run to, you sit down into your house, into your country, and figure out what the problem is. We cannot go to other countries and be crying about racism, be crying that Black people don't acknowledge African people, when you cannot even talk to your government. When your government is killing you and you cannot stand, you run away. That's what they kept saying. They say you ran, you fled, so don't come and talk to us about nothing. If we had built our country, maybe they would have a place to run back to. Maybe they would say, I'm done with racism here. Let me go to Africa and see what's going on. But there's nothing for them to come back to. So you can't force them to see themselves as Africans. They don't want to. So yes, I agree with that fashionable stuff.
Thank, yeah, yeah, thank you very much, our sister from Odudua, Mistra. And the last submission you just made now, it reminds me of some kind of a discussion I had with some of my friends a few months back when Donald J. Trump was elected as the president of the United States of America. They were calling me, and then there's this panic in them that this man will start deporting our people. How do you see this? And what I told them, that the man is only doing what will benefit his people, which is right. In a normal sense, is right. Everybody wants to do, even you in your house, you want to do what will benefit your children first before outsider. So what we should be thinking or talking about now is how to build our home, because you cannot go to another man's land and try to take their land from them, and when they resist you, you start complaining of racism. It's high time our people start thinking right, because there is no place like home, no matter where you are. And is not playing before everybody. Now the deportation have started, which me personally, I'm not against. The man is trying to bring back sanity in his homeland. He's trying to make his people get the rightful job they're supposed to get. He's trying to make a better place for his people. So, which I don't see that as a racism, because every one of us has their own personal interest, how they want their family to be, or how successful they want their family to become at the end of the day. So, thank you very much, Sister Mish. Sister Eunice, please, you can request the mic again. It's like the network kicked you out before. Let's move the mic. Emerson, are you there? Take the mic, Emerson.
Yeah, happy Sunday to everyone. Good afternoon from here. Mazida K, thank you for hosting the space. Toti, thank you for co-hosting. Welcome the presence of everyone, our COS, our mommies and our sisters, our honorables, the doctors. We don't have nurses here, we only have doctors. I welcome each and every one of you. Thank you. Yeah, straight to the point, the topic, Nigerian police and army extortion in Biafra land. We reject jihad and Sharia law. Yes, we reject it. To Ronus, you can do better. But for us, we totally reject it. I think the news, okay, you posted it in 2 months. They were able to extort 21 billion. Oh my God, this is a whole lot of money in Southeast. And in 2024, I don't think this thing, it happens, but not in 2 months. This is why they want our PM out. This is another strategy. They want our PM out. They don't want people to voice out. People can no longer speak. This is what we have been battling. Yes, we reject it, but we are getting there. Yes, we'll flush them out. That by crook or by hook, we'll flush them out. Sharia law and jihad. Yeah, we totally, that one is not negotiable. We can't debate. That one is not a topic, but we have to speak. We have to speak no matter what. We must propagate the gospel. We must propagate. I want to request Benson, if you are listening anonymously, you can make yourself visible and request for the mic. I think you want a debate. So we can also debate here, very constructive debates, not propaganda and all of that. If you are listening, you can request for the mic. Let's debate here. All we want is a Biafra. We want our nation to be totally free, total freedom. Let me speak a little bit about Yoruba. Yoruba, our leader MNK, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he spoke about 10 years ago. He was shouting about this. Yoruba need to wake up. But it's unfortunately, Tinubu has already sold. This is the pure fact. He sold and collected his share. That's why he cannot speak. What is going on, the Sharia law and jihad going on in some of Yoruba land, he cannot speak because this is the agreement. Already signed it, yes, with the Fulanis, because it's give and take. It's give and take. You want power, and they want jihad, they want the Sharia law. So it's a give and take. There is nothing you can do about it, except the Yoruba wake up to fight this evil man. But it's so difficult. Now I see it a little bit late because it's already taking place in most of Yoruba nation. Some of them, Abe governor, I don't want to speak about him. That one is shouting, they have to do something. It's already late because we've been shouting and this is what we have been fighting for years. We have been fighting for years. Tinubu cannot do anything because all he wanted is power and to steal and to kill and to destroy. That's what he wants. Nothing more. Nothing more. Nothing more. Yoruba, I feel so pity. I don't know. The great men of Yoruba, I don't know why they are silent. They can't do anything. Maybe they also have a kick. They also have a kick in the Tinubu's regime because if it's for Tinubu, he might want to rule for 20 years. He might want to rule for 20 years. He can do whatever it takes. He can do anything. He can do anything. Trump inauguration, he was not invited. Nigeria was not invited. No, none of that happened. Immediately after a crash, we saw a crash that happened in US. He tweeted early at 7 a.m. sending his what was it called? Trying to be relevant. Trying to be relevant. It's so late because the Trump administration will flog his nyash. They will do just, he knows what is coming after him. So it's just left for the Yorubas, the Yoruba nation, to stand on their feet. Already, me, I don't have time to speak for Yoruba because we have our own fight. We need to liberate ourselves fully as a nation. I mean, we don't even have, our PM already said we don't have a station where we can keep, no. We are flushing everything out. The presence of the evil terrorists, we are flushing everybody out. So after we have liberated our nation, then we can start thinking about Yoruba nation. But they have to do the needful. In as much as we are fighting, they have to wake up. Ambazonia, they are doing the needful. Cameroon, they are getting it hot. So it's high time the indigenous people, the owners of the land, need to wake up. The Hausas, they need to wake up. The Yorubas need to fight, not talking, gossiping, not all this gossiping, appearing in court, doing all of. I need real fight. You need to chase these evil men out of seat, chase them away. More of this thing will keep on happening. In fact, the worst, this 2025 is already bloody, but we expect more to happen. Expect more. As for we are sanitizing our land. and we are flushing our land. Whatever you see going on now, yes, it will happen. If it doesn't happen this way, that's why it's divine. If it doesn't happen this way, this freedom, it will be like a film, something like that. But it is only God that knows why everything that happened is happening this way. So we reject jihad and their Sharia law. The governors, they already know this. So anybody trying to do whatever he wants to do, just get prepared, because we are chasing you down. There is no hiding place. They cannot. We have redeclared our nation. We have redeclared our nation, and what is left for us now is to defend it, and we defend it with everything in us. If it's our blood, we have shed a lot of blood, and we are ready to sacrifice more. We are ready to fight till the end. Our land must be liberated, and we will be liberated totally. We will be an example to the African nations, will be an example to the whole world. The whole world will come to say, I want to come into this Biafra land. I want to know these people. Yes, this is why everything seems so difficult. Yes, it will be difficult. But at the end, Biafra will stand. The flags of Biafra will go higher, will fly all over the 40 states of Biafra. If you are still dreaming and thinking what we are doing is online, keep dreaming. They said we will not redeclare our nation. It's an online. It happened. It happened before their eyes, and they are panicking. Our PM is doing the needful, answering the questions. Yes, this is the opportunity he has been waiting for, to debunk and set it straight for the whole world to see. And when he comes out, Biafra will fly for more than 6 months. This celebration will not stop. It will not stop. African nations will trip in. They will come. So, the Yorubas nation, you have to do better. Fight the politicians, the enemies you have within. I feel sorry, in some of the places there's Sharia law. You have the court and all of that. But the people have to rise and fight for a better society, because all we want is a better society. We live like human beings. We don't live like thieves. We don't live like rats. People that can push and show them where to fall, they can't speak. People that cannot speak, if you speak, you will be killed. If you cry, they will shut your mouth. This is not the society we want. That is why we want Biafra. Biafra will be an example to everyone, to the nation. Thank you so much, Mazi Dake. Thank you, Tati, our sister Eunice. God bless you for what you're doing. Mazi Fe, our David Nana doctor, our mommy Helen Peters, Charles Oji. God bless each and every one of you. I yield the mic for now. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Imasi, for your submission. Let's move the mic. Sister Nkiri, you're welcome. But before you go, I would like our sister Eunice to take the mic. Sister Eunice, are you there? Please take the mic.
Yeah, I'm here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good. Thank you for giving me the mic. Good morning, Mazdaki, and good morning, Sotaville, Sister Nkiru, Emerson, Onyeye, Nero, Mastra, my sister, my sister from the mother, from another mother, that's Sister Folakem. Thank you for speaking, for lending your voice. Yeah, I'm actually at work and I can't speak for long, but this topic really caught my attention. That's why, I raised my hand. And yeah, before I go ahead, I want to say a very big thank you to Mazio Genkeri, our acting Prime Minister, for the wonderful press briefing he did yesterday. That was a very wonderful speech. God bless you. And I want to thank Information Minister Clara Wasoni. Thank you for all you do. You're never relenting. I want to also thank our brother Biafra Watchman TV. Biafra Watchman TV, please, guys, if you've not followed him, please try and do so. He's doing a very wonderful job. How I wish we have a good number of people that would join him in this campaign. He's really doing a great job decimating the lives of the wicked ones and, putting them in their place. So please, if you've not subscribed, please, I plead with you to subscribe to his channel and support him. Yeah, and that being said, you know, um, I don't know. I pity a lot of people who still believe that Nigeria is gonna work somehow, and they are having the faith that things, are gonna fall in place. This is just a dream that's not never gonna work. You can imagine the likes of Kumuyi leaving the shores of Nigeria, seeking solace in another man's land. A man who has so preached and preached and preached, and let me not say he deceived people because I know some people are still they still believe in his preaching. Like the likes of him, leaving Nigeria and settling in the UK. A lot of them, Pastor Defarasin, his family has been outside of Nigeria for a long time. The other one that used to have a church in Ikeja, what's this man's name? I think he's now in Canada. And Pastor Ayu, I think, is that his name? A lot of them. So what am I trying to say now? This brings me down to this topic of the police and army extortion in Biafra land and rejection of jihad and Sharia law. You know, Sister Folakemi, our Yoruba sister, I heard her. She said she was tired and she's fed up. We can't give up at this time because if you give up, it's going to get worse. So you have to keeping on. So I remember 5 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, there was this family that had to bury two brothers on the same day. This is very pathetic. These two brothers used to live in Abuja. One was an architect. The other one was I can't really, I think a businessman, but I can't remember his line of business. And both of them were killed and murdered by the uniform terrorists, Nigerian, yeah, the zoo terrorists in uniform, while they were traveling home to go visit their family for a function. They were stopped on the way. They asked the police or whoever that stopped them. Uh, they they asked for their. I'm sorry, I'm at work. I'm trying to focus and at the same time speak. Yeah, so sorry for mumbling my words. Yeah, so they asked for their particulars, which they provided, and they asked for, how they keep asking for this, ask for extinguisher, ask for a license, ask for.
Tosi, can you hear Eunice?
No, I can't hear. It's like the network have kicked her out again.
Oh
Huh?
my God.
Yeah, sister, you
Which
did.
one?
Yeah, you hear us?
Hello.
We can hear you now.
Oh,
You went lost for like 2 seconds.
Unmute yourself, Sister Eunice. Unmute yourself if you're free.
I think she's engaged with something at work, so maybe when she's done, she'll raise up her hand and continue. Let's go on.
Okay, let's move the mic. Sister Nkiru, are you there?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Happy Sunday, everybody. Zachary, thank you for opening a space so that we can talk and discuss this. But Bill, thank you for taking up a co-host. Yeah, it's not easy. Only see, I send my greetings. Maestro, I love your submission. And it's one of the things you said that got my attention immediately, and I had to come up. Yeah, my sister Eunice, my honorable, my two honorables, I send my greetings, Mr. Snow and Emeka Oragu. I'll be Chicago. I send my greetings. We love you so much and all you do. The omitted, Dr. David, my host, Ife. I send my greetings. Okay, I won't go much further. Oh, my sister Helen, I always throw away my salutes. Nero, Toby, Amazon, let me stop here. Don't see, Isioma. Let me just take it on. Okay. I love people that face reality like me. Immediately, Maestro said, pick up arms. I said, yes, so you don't set. You're talking about, there's no way you talk about what is happening in the zoo and arm. It goes hand in hand. And people that think that you will tackle zoo without arms, that of course deceiving themselves. When Nnamdi Kanu, our supreme leader, decided to go that way, I knew how it. All of us know what is going on and how it's resulted to. You people will start calling us terrorists because we face the reality and we know that is the only solution. You think that picking up arms they sweet anybody? They sweet anybody, but it's the what is happening. As you know, it means when the music changes, you need to change the dancing step of the tone immediately. Tackle it. You can't just stay there and cook while your arms and say that I don't want to, so that they won't say that I'm violent. They won't say that I'm a terrorist. And you see that these people are killing and macheting people every day. Every okay, them that are using arms and knives to kill people. You won't tell them, you won't call them the terrorists, but you call people that are defending themselves terrorists. I heard I bumped into that Yoruba lamenting throughout last year. They were opening spaces. They will be talking about every other things, including the first Simon but throughout last year. Some of this Master, you're not included, though, but I'm talking the group that I heard. They know their group. What is even one of their names? They forget their names now. No. They forget their names. Apart from this Ndubisi or Labisi boy. Don't they forget their names? They will leave what is happening in Yoruba land and only face Simon Ekpa. Now, what is going on? Now, the thing don't come to their door now. And now they are now lamenting. At the end of the day, if you tell them to do the right thing, they won't have the guts to do it. So how are you going to push Fulani out of your land? And how are you going to prevent this Sharia that has come to your land? There's no way we will stay in Biafra land and they will bring this Sharia to us. We won't. All of us go die there. You will not Islamatize Biafra land. Mbakwa, it no go happen. Despite the fact people have taken our PM, put Simon Ekpa, so that he won't continue to fight for us. We will struggle on. Thank God we
Hello.
already
Hello.
have a military. Oh, Eunice, you're up here.
Yeah, I'm
Eunice.
sorry. I think the network is giving me some problems, so I would yield. I'll come back when I'm, within a stronger network area.
Okay, my sister.
All right, all right.
Hmm. We will.
Go on, Sister Nkiri, go on.
Thank you. We will fight on. Eh? In as much as Hope Uzodinjo have brought Fulani in truckloads to Old Imo State, we know what he's doing, but we will tackle it. Good thing that we have our BLA. So we are 100 million miles into this our struggle, more than Yoruba. Maestro, I'm sorry, but we have military. But Yorubas, you people don't want to face reality, so that you will not say that you people are violent. Call me violent to use that terrorism and plaster my head. I will defend myself and my people. Okay? How can you open space and just be lamenting? Will you end on opening space and lamenting on the space? You don't want to help Yoruba people that are suffering. Eh? Apart from this, I don't know if it's culture. Maestro, don't say, but we don't know if the skull mining. I don't know what is going on there.
Sis, no worries at all. I completely understand. I'm with you. Trust me, it's cool.
Okay, my sister. So the thing has, humanity. Human is human. If you touch my body, if you touch another person, a human being body, don't touch my own. Yeah. So not wanting to tackle that thing head on that is going on there. Let's leave not alone, good. Because if we talk about those ones, they die every day. Hausas, you see. Oh my God! But the thing is that this Sharia is this thing is knocking at everybody's door now. As it don't reach Ekiti like this, is it not pushing towards us? But good thing we have equipment to. We can fight. We can fight. But this Yoruba people are they only come to space to cry. They don't want to do something about it. You see, I don't know if they don't want to make Tinubu angry, or they don't want to make Shetima angry. We don't know. But the thing is that this thing don't come to Yoruba land. And you know how Sharia operates. They don't mind their business. So this one they say when it comes, it's only people that are practicing Islam and Muslim. It's only Muslim that it will affect. Oh, sinala ina. No, they won't. They will. It will infiltrate to Christian. In fact, it's saying na Christian be their number one this thing. So you see, it's something that can never be allowed to happen. There's no way you will push this thing down everybody's throat. No, we will not allow it to. So how many battles are we fighting now? We are fighting Fulani. A lot of battles. Poverty, one. Fulani, two. Terrorism, assaulted. And now they have joined Islamization. They've been the plan since. But now it has actualized into to Ekiti State. When it reaches, it will now reach Auchi, because Auchi is Biafra. And Auchi, they have a Muslim, you see. And now they will now push it. It will now enter Enugu State. Because Enugu, there's a lot of this thing there. So have you seen the thing now? How the thing may move now? It's not going to happen, no. It is not going to happen. Because the way they practice, their way of practice is not our way. They married 10-year-old girl. Eh? 10-year-old girl and 9-year-old children, that their reproductive system are not ready. They were babies. You see, they scatter their reproductive system. A little girl that have not started knowing man. No, it's not. That is, in fact, that one alone is a crime against humanity. Eh? It's not going to happen. No. And then the way, oh my God, no, please, I don't even want to talk about it. In fact, no, it's not our way at all. It's not the way we operate. So there's no way it will happen close to us. So what I am saying is, before I enter another thing that Maestro mentioned, which is to stop paying tax in Biafra land. Before I enter that one, let me conclude with this Sharia. Is that we must have to continue with our funding, because when I remember the Sharia, I remember our General Lubutuzo. Because when I remember him, Obiakama cat small, we have BLA, and they have equipment. And for that equipment to keep on going, we need to keep supplying them with ija, with money. So it gives me a little bit of peace of mind that we have protection that will fight for us. Yoruba, they have Yoruba nation, but Yoruba nation, they're hiding if they're hiding their arms, me, I don't know. But they don't want to be labeled terrorists, as they label those terrorists. So they're pretending. So nobody is protecting Yoruba people. So this thing have come to them fully now. So I don't know how they will fight it. Good. So let me come to that tax before I yield. We know that it's not only tax. In fact, tax is like a small chicken chim that gives these people money. But we know where their money comes from now. It comes from our resources. It comes from our oil and gas. The whole of Biafra land is blessed with oil. Mano, the whole floor, unlimited oil that Britain has been digging for the past 100 and something years. I want you people to think about this thing. God blessed Biafra land with unstoppable flow of oil and gas and other minerals. Unstoppable, unlimited. But we don't have control over it. It's our own, no. This thing is our own, but we don't have control over it now. But it's domiciled in our land. This is what Chukwokike blessed us with. And so, it was Oyibo that discovered it. And so, have we not paid them? This thing they have dug now for 100 and something years. Have we not paid for it, for them discovering it? Yeah, it was first discovered in Ogoni. Have Ogoni people not paid with their lives and go? And still paying for that up till now? Is it not time they hands off? That thing is our own. And that is what is giving them all this thing. Sheyi Tinubu is wearing Rolex of how many millions? Is ours. Any single wristwatch Sheyi Tinubu is wearing on his fingers, on his arm, is our money. On Kanye is ours. When I see those things, I shed blood. People are living in squalor. No, nothing. Hunger everywhere. Yet we have oil and gas and other precious stones. In Enugu alone, that coal, Enugu, they call it coal city. They know why it's called coal city. But that coal is not being used in Enugu. Enugu alone is supposed to be more than Dubai. Skyscraper. Oh, I watch Dubai on telly. Come and see. See Dubai. But we are 100 million richer than Dubai. But it doesn't belong to us. They are putting Sheyi Tinubu to again to be governor. You see this thing that is going on. You see this thing that is going on. Tinubu and Musa know that this thing is will deliberately come to an end. It's going to end in this our generation. This oil and gas that they are digging from Old River State, Bayelsa, Ogoni, all those areas. The gas that is in Old Imo State. All this, the whole of Biafra land is scattered with resources. But if you reach there, it's only businessmen that are toiling out of their own personal efforts. While we are blessed, young men will leave land and go to Lagos. If they're not in Lagos, we are everywhere looking
Yes.
for something. Let me just, if I won't stop, if I continue, top light, you can take it on.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank you,
mm,
Sister Nkiru, for that submission. And we can see how angry, because I will not call that an emotion. There's how angry you are towards this jihadist and terrorists in Nigerian country. The way they have been plundering our resources, the way they have been killing us unprovoked, the way they have, desecrating our land for long. And I believe that we all here on the space can agree that the only solution concerning this topic that we have here is to stand up and fight back, because nobody is coming to fight for us. And we are also using this opportunity to to talk to our Ududua brothers, the Yoruba nations from the other side, that it's time for them to stand up. It's time for them to start fighting back. Enough of all this talk. Enough of all this writing to 10 Downing Street, because writing to the British colonial masters cannot give you anything, because they are the perpetrators of all these crimes. They support these jihadists. They support these terrorists. They support the Islamization of the so-called entity called Nigeria. So you writing to them and you come back and you fold your hands without doing anything. It's like you are just wallowing in ignorance. You are, maybe you are intentionally ignoring the fact, the true reality before you. That is why we are here now as your brothers and from Biafra land, telling you it's time for you all to stand up. And this message also goes to our Biafran brothers and those of us sitting on the fence. Now they are closer to our house. And it's very obvious, because if they can be able to be opening all these Sharia courts in the western part, they are very close to our domot. And now is the time for all of us to stand up, bring out your resources, and find a way to support this Biafra liberation cause. We all know that we have already redeclared our nation, but we still need to liberate it from this marauders. We still need to restore it and also defend it at the end of the day, and make lives better. Is a must. Is a must call for everybody. Is a must call for the Oduduwa people. Is a must call even for Africa at large. It is time for us to take our own destiny into our own hands and see how we can progress as progressive people that we are, and make this world a better place for us all. Yeah, thank you, Sister Nkiru, for that powerful and aggressive submission. And I believe that the submission also have really awoken something in some of us to see the reality that we have nobody to help us. There is no Jesus Christ that is coming up from anywhere to help anybody. There is no Ahmadiyya coming from anywhere to help anybody. And there is no Abraham coming from anywhere to help everybody, because even God himself has given us the ability, according to some of us that are Christians, to step upon scorpions and serpents. And this is the time for us to raise our boots high and step on all those scorpions and serpents in the form of this Marudin Fulani and their Islamist agenda towards our lives and our family. It's time for everybody to stand up and face this threat that is standing before us. And I still want to thank everyone I still want to thank everybody I've made a submission here, and I still want to use this opportunity to recognize the presence of our Honorable Minister, Mr. Snow, the COS to the Acting Prime Minister, and I still want to also recognize the presence of our Minister Emeka Orago and our host Ife. You're welcome. And I still want to also tell, if you're joining the space, please share, so more people will come in and then partake from this powerful wisdom and ideas that all of us are throwing out here. And we need more people to request the mic. We need more people to come up because what we are doing there, we all know that we need to fight, but we need more ideas on how to go about this fight against our enemies. So we need more people to come up to the mic and give us whatever they have for our own liberation. Top light, are you there? If you're there, please, you can take the mic now. Top light, are you busy? Yeah, can anyone hear me?
You can hear me?
Okay, we can hear you now. We can hear you now. Yeah, go on.
Good day, everyone. Thank you for good work. Thank you for good work. Man, I had the news about airstrike. It's like Trump ordered. I want to know, has he ordered already? I was told that he ordered an airstrike in Somalia against ISIS, and it's like they have destroyed the leader of the group inside the cave. So I want to know, has he been ordered or about to order? Anybody informed about that?
Yeah.
That news?
Top light, yes, the strike has been ordered and the strike has taken place in the cave where the ISIS jihadists terrorists people are hiding, because according to the tweet of President Donald J. Trump, if you go to his X handle, you will see it there. It has been ordered, you understand? And he also passed a stern warning to all the terrorists all over the world, especially the so-called contraption called Nigeria, that we will find you and we will kill you. Yeah. So go on.
That is where I am going. That is where I am going. You see, the power of Christ has come, and it is now for us to see that we have more on our side than our enemies. Now, this is time to end the terrorists and the terrorism. Nnamdi Kanu single-handedly wrote to Trump in his past regime against Nigeria on their religious tolerance also, and Trump, Trump write Nigeria as a religious terrorist, religious tolerance country in his regime because of Nnamdi Kanu, only him alone. So now this is time for us to rush out. We have enough evidence. These people have ISIS in Nigeria. Boko Haram is a cabal in the Nigerian government. So it means the government itself is a terrorist organization. And Trump is aware of all this. We don't need to talk much. This is the time for us to launch out. There's a lot of evidence, Boko Haram, Lukarawa, and so many of them. Listen, these people, they are looking every means to wipe Igbos out on the surface of the earth. It's only God that saves us. They have gone far. They have gone to Europe. They have gone to Arabia. They have tried every means to make sure they enslave and wipe us out. So if we see an opportunity to deal with them, we should not go down. We should not keep quiet. We must know when the light has come. This is the power of Christianity. Actually, a lot of us don't believe in Christian, but we can see as in the Igbo, our juju has failed us. Our occultism has failed us. Our men into occult has failed. They're not about killing the same Igbo brothers. But now look at, can you believe that a Christian can emerge as an American president? But it is happening because there's power in Christ. So this is time, and it's only him that can fight the terrorism. European Union, UK is a part of the terror. They're working with the Fulanis to inhalate Africans. Anything bad against Igbos or Africa, Fulani is there to achieve it. What they will gain, I don't know. So I believe this is time for us to wake up and bring enough evidence and right to the government of J. Trump that we have terrorists in our land. Now they can did it. Now they can did it. So this is time for us to start making emphasis, bringing out facts, bringing out evidence about that terror in Nigerian indigenes. Although Yorubas are working with them, and they have alliance with terrorists. That is why all people, the Fulanis, are clean across the Nigeria. They are not talking. All the killings that we go on in Kogi, South, and the other states, they are not talking. They are part of the terror. So now they are crying. They are part of the terror. Actually, not all of them, but most of the political elites. It took Tinubu to go through Boko Haram to become what he is today. So I believe that God never failed. Nobody could have believed that Donald Trump could emerge as a president of United States today. So that's how God works. No matter what they do, they may do their own, but God has his own plans for his people. I believe Donald Trump have us his mind. The last election he won, Igbos were rejoicing. They kill us. How about the Ibubeagu, Port Harcourt, and some states, because we are rejoicing for Donald Trump. These are things that we have to unfold to him. That during your first tenure, we are killed because we are Christians. We are destroyed because we celebrate you. If I'm the one that is a president and people were killed because of me, I won't let them down. I will ask them what is it. So we must let him know how much we have suffered for being Igbo, for being rich, for having many resources, for being hardworking, for being positive. They want to take what belongs to us unjustly. He's a man of justice. I believe his ear is open to do what God has time to do. If we are comfortable with this situation, God will not answer us. So we must cry out. We must cry out. Yes, that Christ is in somebody working. He cannot come down from heaven again. He's right there side of us to know when the good cometh, so that we will not be absent in the day of our visitation. Somebody can be crying and praying to God in the day of his visitation. Be you available. So we must not fold our hands and allow this golden opportunity to pass us by. We have only 4 years to do this. I have a guy, somebody, Christian Okechukwu. He's an Igbo journalist, and in fact, he was invited in Donald Trump inauguration. I saw him there. I've been following him. He's a Christian. He campaigned for Donald Trump. Even me, as also, I campaign for him. I know he will win. I pray for him. I know he will win because it's a battle. It's Armageddon. I see what is coming. I saw war coming from so-called NATO, UK, and whatever. And I pray to God, avert this Armageddon. But thank God that Donald Trump emerged. So it's our rising sun. It's our rising time. So I want everybody to open their eye and work towards this opportunity. If we tell Donald Trump we have a caliphate called Fulani in Nigeria that they are terrorists, you should go and verify them. They have satellite. They will watch all their activities and he will see it. So we have to cry. If Fulani have this such opportunity against us, they will do it. They are going around, going to UK, going to ICC, telling them that IPOB is a terrorist group, so that the whole world will tag us terrorists, so that they wipe us out. These people, look at how wicked. What have we done to them? Look at how wicked they are. They are going to European Union to tag the Igbo terrorist group so that they will kill us. Why? They are the real terrorists. Thank God that UK have not accepted us, agree, or US have not agreed that IPOB is a terrorist group, or else. But my brother, they could have gone to East and bomb everywhere and kill us out as a terrorist. So if we have opportunity to let the whole world know that these people are the real terrorists, Trump will take decisive action against these vampires in the name of religion, in the name of agenda. It cannot work. The evil shall not prevail against the righteous. It cannot work. We have God. I depend on God that saved us during Biafran war, and that God is keep answering us. So every Igbo man must believe in God. For whatever we are fighting must come from God. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you, Mazi.
thank
Top
you,
life.
Mazake.
Yeah, give me a second, please. In your submission, I heard you say some things, and you mentioned that you have only 4 years. I don't know. Can you lay emphasis on that?
No, yeah, what I mean in this Donald Trump regime fight
Okay.
against terrorism,
Yeah.
we have to do something about the terror in our backyard. Somebody that has the power to deal with them is now on the throne.
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to say. We
Okay.
shouldn't keep quiet. We have
Okay.
enough evidence. People are murderers all over Nigeria.
All right.
That's what I'm trying to
Thank
say.
you. Yeah, thank you, my brother. And you also said something about you don't know what the Fulanis are going to gain. They're actually working on a template that Usman Dan Fodio left for them, and that is to dip their Quran in the Atlantic Ocean. So this is, if they don't have any other major plan, I think this one is one of the plans that we know that we can say is one of their major plans. You understand? So what they want to do is Islamize the whole of Biafra land plus Nigeria. They call it Nigeria. The amalgamated contraption called Nigeria. They want to Islamize the whole geographical area, then dip the Quran into the Atlantic Ocean. So this is what they have to gain. And at the end of the day, as long as everyone is Islamized and they are bounded under Sharia law, they can actually govern it with their Sharia law and everything else. Because, yeah, I just wanted to make this point out. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, thank you, Spotlight, for that your wonderful submission. And then there is something again you said about this is an opportunity for us to key into the administration of Donald J. Trump to see how to get rid of all these marauding terrorists in our land. And there is a political statement that says if you want to solve a problem, you have to create a problem to solve a problem. But I just want to make this clear: the problem that we will be creating is a positive problem. A positive problem that we eradicate these terrorists from our homeland. A problem that will bring the plight of the Biafran people to the international community for them to see the atrocities that has been committed or that is going on in Biafra land, and I believe and that brings me to the conclusion that now is the time for we Biafrans to stand funding our liberation aggressively. There was a time I made a submission in one of our spaces. I say, if it means you to to sell, if you have like 2 properties, you can sell one, put the money there. Don't stop having this doubt in your mind that with some of us will say with this Biafra come. I want to tell every one of us, Biafra is already here because our matter is already in the US Congress. And you cannot just go there and tell them our problem and go back home and sit and expect that they will just come one day and call us up and say, okay, you have your country. We need to do more. We need more lobbyists in the Congress. We need more granules. We need more twistic to see how to wash our mouth well, and when our mouth is clean, we pour venomous spit to the face of our enemy and see that our spit turns into acid and burn them out from our land. And that I'm still calling on all those our brothers that are sitting on the fence, thinking that maybe this help will just come in a miraculous way. Although some of us, we believe in miracle, but they say prayer will work is dead. Most of us are Christians here, which I believe that majority of the Biafran people are Christians. it is time for us to practice those things that we have been taught, or those things that we have been preaching. Because even though if you go to the Bible, David fought. You understand? David fought, and whenever David see that his people are being killed by the Philistines, he got so angry that he will now ask for permission from God. But now God has given us that permission. And it's now left for us to dip our hands deep down into our pocket and see how to fund our liberation aggressively, and see how to bring the attention of the international community down to our homeland Biafra, and see how we can be able to sort out these things once and for all, and get our land liberated, restore our sovereignty, and defend it from any external threat that will be coming afterwards. Because we know after restoring our country, we still have to defend it, because they will try to come to see if they can be able to penetrate. So the battle ahead is still much, and I still want all of us to have this in mind, that the bone of contention in whatever we are saying here is the funding of our liberation. Because without the funding of our liberation, I don't think that there is anything we are doing at all. It's not about coming here on space and talk and talk and talk. The most important thing is for us to fund. And I still want to still tell all of us here, if you still have one or two in your mind that you would like, a donation that you want to make, the space is still open for any donation. 1 ejema, 2 ejema, 3 ejema. It's something, because before you count 10, you will start from 1. So I just still want to thank you. And Toplight, you unmuted your mic before and your hand was up. I don't know, maybe if there's anything you want to say before we move the mic. Toplight, are you there? Oh, it's like Toplight. Yeah, are you there, Toplight? You can take the mic. Take the mic. Unmute yourself.
Hello? Are you okay now?
Yeah. We can hear you. We can hear you. Just take 1 or 2 minutes to say whatever you want to say, so we can move the mic. Thank you.
Okay. Nothing to say now. I think I'm quite busy now. Just want to say that this is a very good opportunity, because you can see that the UK, our arch enemy, is not in good time with Donald Trump. I think those countries are not in good time with them. So I believe God will do something now. As we pray along, as we're praying along, I believe that God will do something mysteriously. I know that Biafra gonna come by the power of God, because the war we faced is the whole world has come to invade us. The whole world came as a criminal to invade, to take what belongs to us unjustly, forcefully, up to now. So whatever we take from somebody unjustly is evil, is an act of robbery. They came to rob us in the name of war. The whole world fight against us. So such a person is only God that be your helper. And I thank God that these days we are growing up in God's knowledge, and God is going to do something. Honestly, I strongly believe that God will do. I strongly believe that God will do something mighty in Biafran land, because we are His people. Yes, I'm very, very optimistic about what God is about to do. Even if not one fail to do it, somebody else will rise soon, anywhere, any place, to do something great, because God is no man. God is no man. Okay, so God bless you all.
Thank you. Toplight, can you mute yourself, please? Can you mute yourself? Yeah, please. If any of us have anything to say, please, can we please raise our hand so we can be able to spotlight you, so we will not make the space rowdy, where 1 or 2 people will be talking at the same time, and the people listening cannot be able to hear whatever we are saying. I will pass the mic now to Solomon. Solomon, please unmute yourself.
Good afternoon, everybody. Are we hearing me?
Yes, go on, go on. We can hear you. Good.
Are we here?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. And this, I just want to contribute to this topic and this issue. Now, I know when our lobbies and our APM went to the campaign of Donald Trump, they discharge all the atrocity of the zoo against us, even during his first tenure of winning. How they kill us, and Donald Trump and his team was shot amazed for hearing that thing. So I know the thing is in the table already. So what I will ask us and what I will beg us is let us continue retweeting. Let us continue tagging Trump, Trump on every tweet we are tweeting, so that the thing will continue to be on the table. And you know, this the confusion is in our midst that brought many things. Instead of we marching forward, we begin to the attack. So there is war in the house. Let us continue to watch them and debunk them, and you know, continue to disturb what they are doing, because the enemy brought them as distraction to make us to lose focus. But we will not dance to their tune. We will continue to disturb them also. There's something I saw. The propaganda, the lies they portray by QTV they say that PM have spoke to the Madam COS. Then they picture one man on Attorney General. They picture the picture there. So I was interested. I just opened that video to hear when the man will talk. Nothing like this. Nothing like talking. Nothing like Attorney talking. But COS begin to lie all sort of lies inside that place. At the end, the thing ended. No, nothing. So they portray the picture just to win the souls of the available ones. So and now I begin to attack them now. I begin to post many things on that article. So that's what I want us to be doing. We'll be doing it and focusing, and because hence they wanted to attack us. They wanted to disband our military. That's why he once wanted to enter in. But God really good. Thank God that God did not allow him to penetrate. Then those that heed to his cause, that is where bad news come for Zuma. But in all they not succeed, and they cannot succeed. So what I'm saying, I know everybody's hearing me now. What I am saying is that hence you wanted to terminate our military force, and it did not succeed. He wanted to stop the inflow of finance, which Musa is crying about all the time. He wanted to stop it, and we continue to persist, trying on no matter how small we are. We continue doing it. So it's a plus to us, but it will be a plus the more when all the souls deceived, all the global ones deceived that join him, giving him money, will join us again. And the people that are in the fence will join us again, and inflow of money will be enough to do the needful. So this is number two. Then the number three is I want to ask about our airspace. I think this woman hijacked part of our airspace, because formerly I always listen to Biafra Express, Biafra Express TV. But these days they are dancing to his tune. Even the other one, they call Marvelous Arinze, that is speaking with Voice of Biafra TV. He bought that one. Then the other one, BBN, BBN EV. I'm not hearing about that one again. I subscribed to all these ones before, but I'm not hearing it. So I want, if there is any way, asking if there is any way for us to retrieve all this, the hijack, so that our voice will be heard worldwide. Because that's the Biafra Express, the news is standard and international standard. You know, if you are watching it, it be like CNN. So, but I don't know whether I'm doing imagination. I be others see this and see. Human hijack part of our express. So we here we continue to battle on the air. So for the world, for international community, for the Trump to hear us, and for us to regain people that we support us financially, so that we will when our overtopia will come out, then everything will be all right. I know that this government will do us well. It's our government. When if you look to people he gave works, the people we gave ministries, even the Minister of State, when they come out, he remove this man, Tony Blinken, then he put our person. That person, I think, is a plus to us. So let us thank God and proceed further. So this is what I will contribute this morning or this afternoon. So at least for us to be voicing out all this atrocity going on in absence of our PM. The atrocity is going on and our PM is not there. So that they carry it by their head. So not our PM now. So this is what I have to say for now. I feel next time I will talk. So thank you everybody. All hail Biafra.
Yeah, Solomon, please can you mute your mic now? Please mute your mic, please. Thank you, Solomon, for that your submission. Let me still use this opportunity before I move the mic to throw a little light on what you said concerning the lies the Madam Baobab is spreading all over the place since yesterday, saying that a message was sent through the message was sent from our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa to Levy. Actually, on yesterday fundraising, our acting Prime Minister and our Honorable Minister of Information, Sonia Parawa, they threw a little light on that information. And what I heard from our acting Prime Minister was that our PM sent the same message that he sent through his civil attorney, which is Attorney Maria, that the Madam Baobab should go out of social media, that whatever that she's doing on social media, it's somehow affecting one or two things that we are doing to get our recognition. And you know, one thing I want people that are listening to that woman to understand, if truly she is passing the real information from Attorney Levy, because several times we have seen her invite the Attorney Levy to her programs to speak to the gullible people that are still following her, of which I believe so many people are now decamping from that her place. But if she is really sure of that message, why didn't she invite Attorney Levy to come and pass that message? Because if she is truthful to herself, because we all know who she is now. She is a woman that always brags. She wants to prove a point beyond every reasonable doubt. Assuming she wanted the true message that our Prime Minister passed through Levy, she would have invited him to come and speak to his gullible actors that yesterday. But you know, she sidelined the man. As you said, they only put the picture of the man there to spread it. And if you look from the tone, If you look from when she was, what she wanted to learn, she started speaking Igbo instead of English. So I think that Biafrans are intelligent people, and they can be able to decipher when somebody is lying and when somebody is saying the truth. And even yesterday, when she was, passing those lies to her people, she said, I'm on social media, or somehow there's a way she put that in to tell you that she's lying. And I'm very happy that because our prime minister knows that she has contact with Levy. That was why our prime minister also sent that message through Levy to tell her to go away from social media and stop constituting nuisance on social media, because our prime minister has already passed the message that everybody should fall back to the regional government, which is Biafra Republic Government in Exile, the only government that is recognized by the Justice Department of the United States of America as the only entity fighting for the liberation and the restoration of Biafra. So anybody still following this Madam Bao Bao, taking all her lies, the person, there's nothing else we can say to them, because we have been speaking, we have been talking. So it's now left for them. And again, our acting prime minister made a statement as a warning that if Levy fails to give the right information publicly, that that means both of them will face the wrath of the law, which I believe that's the right thing to do. And again, I still want to bring to our notice again that a bylaw has been passed, and I think that bylaw will keep everybody, and even the ministers that are working under the Biafran Republic government in exile, in check, in case if you feel that you can do whatever you want to do and you go away with it without consequence. Is high time you start thinking twice, because whatever you do as from now, you'll be held accountable for whatever you do to dent the image of the Biafran Republic government in exile, the government of the people, the government that will be standing for the people, the government that have been protecting the people, and the government that will continue to stand and make sure our land is liberated, our country is restored, our sovereignty is restored, and we're defended. And after that, a transitional government will take place that will be in place for 4 years before a general election will take place, where other political parties can be able to come out and contest to see how to move our Biafra forward. This thing is very simple as ABCD. Body to tell you well, this is white or this is black. So I just said I should just put out this information out here for everybody to understand what is really going on. Without wasting much of our time, we are going to move the mic. Charles, oh, are you there? If you're there, please take the mic.
Yeah. Good afternoon, my people. Happy Sunday to all of us. I want to greet our host, Master Care, Totival, our co-host. People are doing wonderful work here, and the hand of God will continue to strengthen all of you that are faithful in good works. So I want to greet our sister, Helen Peters, Nkiruka, our beautiful sister, with a golden voice, the voice that caused earthquake in the kingdom of darkness. Continue, my sister. And every other person here, our honorable ministers and every other honorable members in the house here, I greet all of us. I want to encourage us to continue, because this is our last push. You know, when a woman is to give birth, you see, that last minute that the baby will come out is always terrible. Sometimes the person will think that he will be able to make it. But because the hand of God is upon you, we will make it. This last minute, this last push, we are going to come out victorious, because why? God is on our side. This battle is not a battle of man. It's not a battle of me and you, but God owns the battle. We are just instruments in the hand of God. I want to tell everybody to be strong. Our leader told us that the freedom we are looking for is not the one that any man will give to you. So that word always encouraged me so much. Anytime I remember that word, in fact, the strength will double in me. That this I'm doing is not the one that I'll be expecting man to come and help me. It's God that will do it, and God knows the best way to do it. Even some of our ladies, you know, as a woman, as a mother, they entertain fear about our PM, this condition. But I have this strong mind that our PM is okay. Our PM is coming out with strength and power. Our PM, he knows everything that is going on. In fact, he is the master of the game. No, because what we think that is not okay with our PM knows what he's doing. Our PM know what is good doing. All this is that is going on, he knows. He said that I'm waiting for anywhere they will take me to. I'm waiting for them. Our leader also said it when he was still broadcasting, that he's expecting, in fact, take me to ICC. That is where I'm even expecting to meet everybody. And our prime minister also said it too, that let's meet at the ICC. But they're not coming. Now they took a petition to Finland, thinking that they have won, or that they have one thing they are doing, because they have 3 women they see as a joker. But they cannot be smarter than God. At the end, our prime minister went there because our prime minister submitted our own document before them. You know, and when they submitted their own, it's an opportunity for our prime minister to go and defend both his own and the one that the people brought. That's what he's doing. So I'm not bothered. If you like, let it take months. So, but all I know is that everything is working out for our good. There's no need for us to be entertaining fear. There's no need for us to be thinking that anybody is going to do anything that will maybe elude our victory. No. Instead, even if we make mistake, because we are human, God said he will turn the mistake into miracle. He will turn it into victory. There's nothing to be afraid of. If you have money, God has blessed you, you're in diaspora, you're anywhere you are. This is not the time to save money for your children that you don't know whether they will be alive to enjoy the money. It's a time to fight and free them, so that any little thing they have, they'll be able to enjoy it alive. If you save all the millions of dollars and at the end of the day, your children will not have access to it, is that a good thing for you? It's not. It doesn't make sense. So this is time for us to give our last push. Our last push. You know, that money you are bringing is your last push, because the battle is already won. We have to finish to the end. They will receive the crown of glory. So the crown of glory is what we are looking for, and God has promised to give it to us, and we can see all the signs. Forget all the distraction from this mad woman and all the insane people surrounding her in a psychiatric home. Just forget it. Just forget it. Anything they like, let them be doing. All we know that we are on the right side. Our APM made a briefing yesterday, and that briefing, you know that he knows what he's saying, that he's communicating with our PM. So we are on the right side. Don't have any fear that maybe things will not work out well. It will work out well. All these things that she's doing, God knows why he allowed it to happen. Because if it doesn't happen like that, me and you will not know that some people will thought they are with us. They are not with us. They are Nigeria agent in disguise. So this woman groomed all these criminals around her, thinking that they are smart, but they are very, very foolish. You can see everything will continue to work against them, since they feel so proud to, you know, because they were not genuine in the first place. If they were genuine in the first place, and maybe they made mistake, it will not be hard for them to come back. But because they were not genuine already, they have a secret plan. They started planning how to overthrow and frustrate our victory, our freedom. That is why they find it difficult to come back. If they are genuine, let's assume that they made mistake, or they did not understand the message of our PM, or when our PM said that go and coordinate. He now took it that he's going to be go and become. If actually they made mistake, that they did not have any secret plan on how to frustrate our freedom, then what they will do immediately, they understand that this is, especially the second message that came from our prime minister's attorney. Then you say, oh, we thought that this is okay. If that's the case, let's come back. But you see how these people, they will never come back, because they were not genuine in the first place. Anybody that come to us, ask question, and after clarification, and the person comes back, you know that that person is genuine. It's not part of that cabal. But if you see anyone that still thinking that they know what they are doing and are still talking rubbish, still talking all the things, even when the spirit of Biafra and has opened their mouth to confess, like Adadio Rama, and that one, spirit of God just opened their mouth. Not that they want to come back to what we are doing. At the end of the day, they will be the one to perish with their lies, because anybody who chooses to peddle lies, choose to pay evil for good done to them, that person, evil will never depart in the heart of that person. So, but you that is here genuinely, just no, you have to be strong. You have to mean business with what we are doing. We're on our last push. Very soon, everything will clear. Those of them, I said it the other day, that many of them will commit suicide by the time our PM comes out. I know, and they cannot be alive to face the rod of our PM. So it is better they commit suicide. Since they have refused to retrace their step and do what is right according to our law, according to the constitution, they will face the other side of judgment. So that is it, my people. Let me respond to the topic we have here. Nigeria police and army extortion in Biafra land. We reject jihad and Sharia law. They know that we Biafrans, we are their problem. They don't have problem with every other region. It's only Biafra, because it took 30-something years for Britain to penetrate us. That's why they hated us so passionately. They set our brothers and sisters against us, because they know that we old Eastern region should unite. We Biafrans should reunite and have one voice. No, they won't be able to penetrate us. So that seed of divide and rule they sowed. But thank God that everything is beginning to begin to expire. Everybody is now beginning to realize the truth. Some people that don't want to hear about Biafra, especially in the coastal region, now they are the ones telling you that they are Biafra. You know, so God has done a lot of things. Anybody that's still saying that we are not Biafra or this, know that that person is still living in the 1960s. It's not already in this as a dispensation. So we have to be strong in what we are doing. Believe that God has given us the victory. We will never allow them to practice Sharia law in our land. It's not possible, and it cannot be possible, because we are the children of Chukwu Okike Abiama. Nobody oppresses us and go free. Just as people always talk about the God of this, Abraham, they used to pray. The same way that people are now beginning to say, the God of Biafra, they see what God has done for us. In the whole global world, people are beginning to use the God of Biafra to pray, because they have seen what our God has done to these enemies. Even when we have nothing, they fall in their hundreds, they fall in their dozens. You know, our God will continue to decimate and destroy them. The fact that this useless Musa is no longer coming out to cry does not mean that they are having edge. They are not having edge over us. The only person they will have edge to destroy is anybody who refuse to follow divine instruction, who out of foolishness, out of selfishness, decided to go and dine with the devil. That person will go down for it. So, but if you stand where you stand, the God of Biafra will protect you, will keep you, and we will all celebrate. Very soon, we will all celebrate our victory. God is going to use Trump. Trump is not going to do it by his own power. God is going to use Trump to help us. God is going to use people that mattered in this world, even people that we did not consult. God will make them to begin to look for us, just like the way God brought this lobbies for us. We did not know him, but God sent him, go and do so and so thing. That is how God will continue to do it. Many people will begin to come to us now. They will compete to recognize us very soon. Just wait. Many of them are waiting for America to say something. Immediately America says something through Trump, which I know that very soon it will happen. You will see what will happen. All these people doing nonsense, all of them will go underground. Some will commit suicide. My people, continue with what you are doing. Don't keep that money anywhere thinking that maybe you are wise. You are not wise. The wisest thing you can do now is to invest that money into our freedom. That is the best investment you can think of now. My people, continue. Continue. The God we are serving is a great God. It's a God that no man can defeat, no man can overcome. because the battle is the Lord. We are all instruments in the hand of God. Continue. Airborne, my people. I yield my mic.
Yeah, thank you, Charles. Thank you for that wonderful submission and the zeal in you and the positivity in you to make sure that our land. Yeah, Mazda K, do you want to say something? Your hand was up before. Do you want to say anything?
Yeah, actually, I just wanted to add something as regards our topic. In Osun State, I posted something on the Jumbotron. I think they said Osun Muslim women lament discrimination and harassment. They are mainly talking about people who are against them wearing hijab. So they took it to the government, and the government was supporting that. Anybody, they've made it actually a law that anybody that talks against hijab wearing for Muslims, that the person is going to have a prison sentence. You understand? So they said there's the Supreme Court judgment on hijab may be committed to prison, prison sentence or something like that. So they are trying to enforce this Sharia law and jihad on the Westerners. I mean the Yorubas right now. So let's just learn from what is going on. We are seeing the patterns, we are seeing everything, and we this is what we are literally kicking against in Biafra land, happening to us in Biafra land. We are highly against it, and it has. I know ours have not gotten to where we'll be wearing hijab up and down, and having to pray in mosque, but it's a different ball game in the Western states. I mean, states like Osun, Ekiti, Oyo, other Ondo and other states. You understand? So this is one of the enforcement that the government are using to back the Muslim hijab wearing women in Yoruba land. So yeah, that was just what I wanted to add. You can go on, my brother.
And you can see that most of these governors they are enablers. They are enablers of the jihadis, terrorist government that wants to Islamize the whole country and even Africa at large, even the world, because the plan of the Islamists is to conquer the world and then put the world into perpetual slavery, where they can rule you to eternity, where they can be able to marry out your 10-year-old daughter to a 90 years old man, you know, where they can be able to impose their Sharia law on the poor and not for the rich, you know. And that kind of word and or a country is uncalled for. It's not something anybody will be supporting. You understand? And that is that is why we all need to stand up and fight back. Because you know, now the trend and the pattern is now going on in the Yoruba land, the Oduduwa land, and that I still want to tell us that is not the reason for any of us to now sit down. You know, just like some of the Oduduwa people were saying before, that is not possible to Islamize Nigeria. Now it's not playing out in their region. And we the Biafran people that have been fighting, I still want to encourage every one of us to continue fighting. And this fight we are fighting is to protect our mothers, is to protect our daughters, is to protect our heritage, and is to protect our belief as Biafrans. We should keep fighting. We should keep fighting. We need to move the mic. Dr. Mbatu, are you there? You can take the mic now. Dr.
Yes, my
Mbatu.
people.
Okay.
Yeah, am I coming out loud and clear?
Yes, we can hear you. Go on.
All right, good evening, everyone. This evening from my side. I want to thank you all for being formidable and being dedicated to discuss this quest for our freedom. Since yesterday, I have been in and out till night. I'm just getting a little space now, but I can be able to say something. A lot have been discussed since yesterday. Topic has been changed, and I think from that morning yesterday, the third topic saying that Nigerian police and army extortion in Biafra land, and at the same time we reject jihad and Sharia law. So before I go on, please permit me to extend my thanks and regard to the people on board. Greetings to you, Mazdake, Dr. Mazdake, Dr. Totiville, Dr. Queen and Queenette Nkiruka, Asamma. Hey, Chineke me. Nne biko chigodo obere ọchị biko. Chi obere ọchị. Chi obere ọchị. Chikwo nwa obere biko. Just nwa obere. Thank you. Dr. Eunice, Dr. Helen, Dr. Charles, Dr. Chukwu, Dr. Top Light, Amamu Marinegi Doctor, just electrician. Simon Eba, Dr. Simon Eba, 1 million. Simon Eba, I'm a Biafra. And then, you know, I cannot be able to recall everyone here. We are too many, you know. But the fact remains that we are thirsty and hungry. The hunger in us is the hunger of freedom. The hunger for Biafra, that no man, nothing will quench it. Not even Ngozi and his cohorts. You know. On the issue of Ngozi, because the drum has been beaten since yesterday and I was only a listener, the primary aim and objective of Ngozi coming to Biafra was never for freedom of Biafra. Though we are not going to blame God Almighty for anything that happened, because a lot of people have been raising the doors, passing the information, pointing fingers on all the red flags. Though our PM was a man who is so compassionate and considerate, as a wonderful leader he is, we should not blame him for that. But the primary aim of this woman is to hold the banner and keep confusion flowing till 2017. For Soludo to be re-elected, and for Jagaban, their so-called Tifunubu, to be. She knows whatever she's doing, she knows that she's not going anywhere. The only thing she's doing is to keep distraction, so that even when the lobbyists are achieving anything from the Congress in the US, they will be like, you people are going to do this, and look at them now, they are fighting. There is no other thing to distract the movement and hold the banner for Soludo to be re-elected and Jagaban to come back for second tenure. That's all. That's all. But the point is that you see, we on this side, we are all one tipper, and the head buaja. She has met her water low, because every day by day she is making mistakes. Whenever she opens her mouth, she is full of mistakes, because the spirit of freedom, the spirit of Biafra was never, is never, and will never be in her. We are those of us here are those who are born for this cause. A woman who opens her mouth, a mother, and a Biafra mother open her mouth and she's praising Muhammad. And some mugus who call themselves Nwoke, they are there saying, right on, mama. Umuokoko. That is why Mazin Nandekano said that he lead men. Each time I listen to that voice, I will laugh, because I understand that. I understand that very well, that statement very well. He is with them, but you know that they are all rats. Until he found that which is in our PM, Simon, and he said, go and follow him. So let us not be dismayed. The only thing that will bring this woman down is our consistency, contribution, and standing our ground, speaking the truth at all time. As long as our liberation armies, our chief of defense, Commander Rose and his men are getting whatever they want through our effortlessly contribution, we are doing the right thing. Because after Ngozi will shout finish and shout finish, let her go on. Let her send his men on the ground. Let her bring his men on the ground. Let us see. All her shouting ends in our Sorok, ends in Anambra government house with Soludo, and those Ebubeagu, who their movement only, who their strength only ends in market women. Cross the red line, make you collect woto. They don't boy you well. Enter, make your body tell you, because when they laugh, like we not be demo. That is where we are waiting for them. And I commend the Commander Rose, because when we are a boss of pedal, we are a boss of marine, all system. When you solve, you will see your enemy floating. When you come out again, one day they go collect with the porously. And that is no mercy. So for whoever that is thinking that, why are they doing this? No, relax. Relax. The great days are ahead. They are days of victory, and it must be done with tactical wisdom. So relax. Stop complaining. If not for sacrifice, there must be sacrifice. You can never achieve peace without war. And we are at war. On this note, I'm commending every man of Biafra in Biafra land, in all those remote villages. You are a farmer, you are a businessman, you are a driver, whatever you are doing that can fetch you income, and you have a little thing that can buy you at least one pa or EFIK. I have to go this way because of this is a government page. But if you know, you know. One pa with ofu carton agri or EFIK or ogonogo and the Norobegi onye Fulani na-ejike to lasamu. N'ọnụ iru gị gbachaa nwunye gị gbachaa nwa gị nwaanyị fie gị iruo n'eluigwe sef aka ntị ka Jizọs ga-eji aka ntị makpuo gị n'ọkụ mmụọ because you are an idiot. Died Sarah. Do something for yourself before the government will come for you to help you. What are you doing to help yourself? You are not contributing. You are not doing anything. Even to safeguard your own personal life, you are careless. Do something. I was hearing it yesterday on a program. Someone was suggesting that. I was keeping all those in my mind. Do something for yourself. Put yourself together. Gather yourself. And I think it was Sister Helen that was saying that. Gather yourself. Do something. And that was a very great point from yesterday Express broadcast. Do something for yourself, brothers. Let's not wait. Let's not leave everything for what Biafran Liberation Government, Biafran government in exile will do for us. What are you doing to support what they are doing? If you cannot do it financially, what effort are you putting within your environment? That is by the way. Then on the issue of our PM situation in Finland, last time we have been instructed not to go by, making a comment on the Finnish, Mr. Alexander Stubbs X-Space page. Yeah, it is a good idea, but let me tell you, bro, a closed mouth is a closed destiny. What I don't support is going there to make an insultive comment. No. If you have a point to hit it there. If you think that he's not reading those comments, you lie. He's seen all those things. If he's not seeing it, his officials who are also following him, they are seeing them all. They are seeing all those comments. So we must not relent. Anytime he made a post, please go there and air your mind. Remind him of his friend who is Mazi Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister. Remind him that we trusted him and we have confidence in Finland. Remind him all those. Though it is alleged that they have a contract or a signature with Nigeria for a kind of drilling oil, giving them oil for 60 years, which is not confirmed. But then I know that Zoo is capable of doing anything. They are capable of doing anything. And in this case, we cannot be diplomatic in everything. In some areas, one day, that is the point I'm trying to make there. Then on Nigerian police extortion that is on increased level in our land. Yeah. If I'm not top on there is something you need to remove from meat. No matter how big that meat is, there must be some things you remove from meat before you eat it. And you don't just jump into a rabbit hole to kill a rabbit. There must be some processes to bring the rabbit out. Those days, now they felt that we have conquered them, and now Ngozi is doing what we want her to do. Now the Liberation Army, the armies are no longer okay. Now post me to the social checkpoints. They are relaxing. If only they know what is coming. Free your mind. We are the one bearing the pains. I swear to God Almighty, sometimes when I see what is going on online, I will ask myself, do you know that from 1970 till today, we all the Biafrans have been treated or be seen in Nigeria as a conquered people? If you doubt me, tell me, give me one reason to prove that we are not being treated as a conquered people. Is it in education? The cutoff mark for JAMB that your child needs to have compared with that of North? Is it in politics? Is it in the government? Is it in the revenues and others? How do we put it? But yet we are the one that hold the power, the commerce industry of that country. Imagine all Biafrans, all the Igbos say today they are withdrawing their money from Nigerian banks. But yet we are kept to that level. And yet some people are busy jumping up and down, believing that, Biafra, and I gonna until when the time comes, we are gonna teach them lesson. I can maybe bucha ngwongwo a na-ebu tacha afọ a na-ata gịrịgịrị na na-eme ya tacha eburugbago ọrụ na na-arụ ebe a tagide afọ niile iburugbago burugbada na-atọ ụtọ obere nke m ga-atụ ndị nọ na UK nọ na-atụghị atụcha somebody nọ container na-abata elu na nọ na-eme business apụta echiri na ọsị gị because I have money. Biafra will have a law that will put everybody to where you belong. It's according to your effort, not according to who you are. Because you are sitting on the fence, believing that let them get it first. When they get it, will come in. There is no shortcut in Biafra land. There's no shortcut. See what is going on in the zoo, where a policeman will take bribe and do whatever they want. It can never happen in Biafra, because a policeman in Biafra land is entitled to a building, entitled to a flashy house, entitled to a flashy car, entitled to a loan, entitled to be established. A policeman is well paid in Biafra land. So if you get yourself involved in any corruption, nobody will save you from going to prison. That is the kind of Biafra we are fighting for, and that is where we are heading to. So for whatever they are doing, that they are extorting, that the increment of the increment of their extortion and their intimidation is increasing, don't worry. Let them come out. At least listen, within that one day, call like 100 or 150 one day, or CNN boy at once. Then they will listen to us. But let them come out more. Then for their jihad, the Sharia law, I'm following the topic that is up here. I remember one Hausa man those days in the campus was telling me that the most difficult people to convert to Islam is the Igbos. I say, why? You see, because it's like everybody in Igbo land is rich. What will you give them so that they will follow you? Afonja was also bread, na beans, ewa, and the bread kige. Bread na beans kige, no family chino sorogije, Friday or sorogije, je mosque. You got to go? But we the Igbos, if only Igbo na bisinana, onwe target. Onwe ihe on eda ala haji ko ni ko we mezo business or ime wo lo do ngwa ho ime. Only Igbo na bisinana, onwe target.
Like
So I'm no bother.
Sorry.
Onwe target, onye anwe target. Any double president of Nigeria ọchịchịrị to bịa si akpọ isi dara ịma mba ga-atụfuru gị ọnụ. O nwetaghị ihe ọ chọrọ. Ọ dị ka nwunye so wike na-asị gị na ya bụ onye Igbo. Let them just sack him from that position. Before 3 months, you will hear him speaking Igbo, telling you that he's an Igbo man. They are foolishly, or can I say foolishly? They are cleverly and foolishly wise. You know, somebody can be foolishly and cleverly wise. Or can I put it that someone can be foolishly, okay, cleverly and smartly wicked? This is the kind of politicians we have. I'm coming to the politicians. This is the kind of people we have. Now I'm coming to the security side in all the Biafran regions. I want to tell you one thing. You see the crisis in the north. If you know the kind of money that all the governors in all the northern states where there is terrorism, can I say where there is insecurity, the kind of money they make, the kind of, they call it security bond or something, but there's a allocation that is given to any state that is under insecurity. So this money is so huge that every state wants to partake in it. This money is so huge that the governor who governs that state where this money is being paid to don't want insecurity to stop. Those who don't have insecurity already is looking for a way to create insecurity so that they will partake from that money. That is why Soludo and the Hopus of Demma will go and take Asare Dokubo men, pay them money to go to village and start killing innocent men, women, and children in the name of looking for liberation armies. That is why Hopu Josma will comfortably order a jet fighter to drop a bomb on a residential area because he needed to raise the dust that will make his last month payment not to be withdrawn. This is the game, and that is what they are doing. They are playing this game with my life and your life, with the life of our people back home. And as they are playing this game, they need someone that will keep us aloop, distracted, and that is the hand tools they have called Dr. Ngozi or Abu Fulani. This is, just look at this picture. This is exactly what is playing out. Then it is left for me and you now, who is listening and hearing this truth now, to succumb to their evil plans by not submitting or contributing to the liberation taxes that will make our armies to function proper. It is left for me and you now, because I used to ask my friend here, some of my friends, I say, then maybe after we are getting young, older, then we'll go home. Go home to where, sir? Go home to where you have to go and look for fuel in the night to start your generator. Go home to where you will get sick and go to hospital, and if you don't have money to deposit, doctor will not attend to you until you die. Go home to where a woman will be in labor and the husband will be like, please take care of her, let me go and look for money, and the hospital will tell you that this is our policy until that woman die with that child. Is that where you are planning to go home? What are you doing in Europe and America and Asia? Is that the home you are going to go back to when you get old? The only time we have is now. Now is now. See, if we miss this opportunity that God has given us by making Trump to win this election, that means this struggle will take us another 100 years. Ngozi is a distraction. If you are following him, you are part of distraction. And when the time comes, there will be no forgiveness. There will be no forgiveness. Initially, those following Ngozi said they want to hear from the attorney of Simon Ekpa. Let him come. Let the attorney talk to us. Let us know. Now the attorney has spoken. What are you waiting? And for those of you that is countering Sonia Barawa, our able information minister, stop insulting Igbo. Stop insulting. Look, brothers, I'm a full-fledged Igbo man. Ndibai, uno danger. Ndibai danger. Obugodo obodo ibe ba anyị nọ ka nsụbịa n'Igbo. Mmadụ na nwanne ya ga-eme business, mecha business emere abata, oje kpọọ ndị eke suo imi, eburu nwanne, ị na-ele nwanne gị anya atụọ nwanne gị 30 years. Onye eke eburu ahịa aresi gị. Ije recha ya batara ba anyị chie chieftaincy title ruo n'elu na-azọ ọkanga na-etu gị afọ na-awụ ego. Nwanne gị anọ n'ime na-arụ ọsọ for 30 years. Onye mere anyị ihe a? Onye mere anyị ihe a bikono? So nobody should blame or even rise against Sonny Abarawa for what he's saying. The young man is 100% right. 100% right. Because check here the genesis of all the problem we are facing. Who are the pioneers? Who are the pioneers? And we are the richest, who have the money, who have the power, have everything. Why can't we come together for a particular cause? It will not take them 3 months. They will leave Nigeria. But only Bonacho here no me ageri. Can I go the content? I'm not again. Or Biafra jacket on no man na Kaduna Kagame. That is the mentality. And you are before your eyes, you are seeing Sharia advancing. Before your eyes, you are seeing Fulani moving, killing people and approaching. I thank God for this generation. I thank God for whoever that is under my voice right now, because you are the chosen one. You are blessed. Your contribution is not just a blessing for you, but you are generation upon generation yet unborn. You may think you are playing. You may think that we are just a communication. You may think that we are here to fight and defend. No, whatever you are doing is spiritually recognized by heaven, because you are saving soul. Because Biafra is the last hope for Africa. Forget all this thing they are doing. Any day they clamp down on Ibrahim Traore or all these things you are seeing in Mali and all these people that is chasing for. Any day they trap them on one of them, others will scatter. But it is a Biafra man that we never, ever sign a document without reading it. That is why they are afraid of us. So whatever you are doing, whatever effort you are putting in this struggle, please do not be dismayed. Do not be discouraged. Don't even look at them and their stupidity. Because when you are moving on the path road, that is the only time you will see shit. When you look by the side of the bushes, that's the only time you will see shit. But if you keep your head straight where you're going, you won't be able to see any rubbish beside you. Keep your head ahead on that mandate that Simon Ekpa, our prime minister, is following. That mandate that our APM has taken over to follow and hold on until our PM is out. That is where we stand. If you remove your side from there, then you are lost. Please, I want to beg all Biafrans. Do not be dismayed. For the Sharia law that you are seeing in Yoruba land, they are pushing, they know that they cannot even, you can't even say that in Igbo land. Hope was other man know that when the time comes, even the so-called enemy that he inaugurated, the man will even run and leave Igbo land. They know what they are doing. The only thing they needed is distraction. Who can distract these people for us? Because this Simon Ekpa is very close to achieve his aim. If Trump win, we are finished. Oh, who are we going to send? And Ngozi raise hand, send me, oh Lord. This is the clear definition of what we are facing. Distract them so that Trump tenure will finish, Tinubu will win, and the Soludo will come back, then we'll bounce back and we'll continue to deal with them. If we miss this time, if we miss this particular 4 years, or 3 years and 8 months that is here, or 9 months that is here, if we miss to achieve anything, then it will take us another 50 to 100 years. This is all I have to say. Jihad has no place in Biafra land. Any day, Ezumezu, the spirit of our ancestors will rise. Nobody need to provoke our people. When they provoke us, they provoke the spirit. And any day our people will rise, it will be you and I at homeland will be telling them, please take it easy. Because the pain and the suffering is too much. It's too much. I'm going to leave it here. As no to talk, adrozeno kambere. Kachineke mezioku. Protect our able leader, Mazi Simon Eba, our Prime Minister. Protect our indefatigable Mazi Namudi Okuchukano. All those who sincerely love Biafra, who knows that each time they open their mouth, they speak the truth. May God continue to bless them. In rounding up, something just came up to my mind. If you want to practice law in Biafran land, know it that it will be according to tradition. Because those days, nze akarumma n'ire echie gị nze ewere mma kaa gị n'ire ọbara si n'ire ga-atasa n'elu ogidi nọ n'ihu mmụọ ịtụ asị ịnwụọ. These are the kind of judges and lawyers we are going to have. Prepare your mind, because the game is not yet over. Airborne! 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 All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Thank you, Muchineke. I yield my mark.
Yeah, Mazda K, do you want to say anything? Before you come up, I want to welcome our co-host, Emerson. Emerson, you're welcome as a co-host on this space. Our host, Mazda K, is that you want to say something? Can you take the mic?
Yeah. Thank you, Mazi, Dr. Umbatu. I think everything said, yes, some of those deep things you talked about, and it's still, the fact still remains that Islam doesn't have any, they don't have any seat in Biafra because
Yeah, Mazda K, your voice is
you can see
breaking.
the fight that the West is having everywhere. Everywhere has a problem, and it's so bad to the extent that if you give me a choice to choose one instead of going for Islam, you understand? So this is just
Yeah,
Mazda K, are you
Mazda
okay?
K, your voice is
for
breaking.
almost
Can you change your location? Mazda K, can you hear
all
me?
right. Can you hear me
Yeah,
now?
I can hear you now. Yeah, go on. We are not hearing
Sorry.
you, Mazda K. Yeah, Mazda K, if you are hearing me, maybe you need to change your location because you are not coming out. Your voice is breaking. Imasi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think Mazda K is in the kitchen or something.
Okay, maybe he's cooking potato porridge. Yeah, while we wait for our host to come back, Sister Helen, but before Sister Helen comes up, I want to, it's like Dr. Mbatu, I want to ask you a question. You know, you made the statement that our land cannot be Islamized, or maybe Sharia cannot be instituted in our land, which we all believe. But don't you think for them to establish such Sharia in the Yoruba land that is close to us, don't you think is a threat? And if truly that it's a threat, what is your advice for our people especially those that have been sitting on the fence and watching all these patterns going on in a way of maybe Islamizing our land, Biafra land. So please, can you take the mic and give us some clarification on that?
Yes, my brother, it is a threat. It's a very big threat, you know, because this is a threat in a sense that we have a very big population of Biafrans who dwell in Lagos. And if Yoruba land is Islamized, definitely they are going to lure our brothers who, out of the quest to make money due to their business, will definitely succumb because nobody wants to lose his source of income. And once they succumb, what happened? They will be the one bringing it home for us. So in that case, the only solution to this is Biafra, is the liberation of our people, is for us to set our boundary with these people, because light and darkness have nothing in common. It is only a tree that we hear that they are going to cut it down and remain standing. We have heard them severally. You have heard their imams and all the, or is it the one from Sheikh Gumi or the one from the
Mazda K,
Sultan?
please check the space. Mazda K, check the space. They're about to bring it down. Thank you.
Sorry, Mazda K, refresh. Just refresh, because as you are cooking, try to refresh. Thank you.
Please, can I go on?
Sorry, that's why I was stomping down. Nothing more. Thank you. Thank you. Go
All
ahead,
right.
brother. Thank you.
Yeah, you can go
Yeah.
on, Dr. Bato, you can go on.
All right. So the only way to make sure that their plans, you know, Fulani can plan something for 100 years, stick on it, and begin to pinch it small,